Hello and welcome to Higher Ground Gaming. This is Eric. Tonight we're going to start a new series with the 1977 Boston Red Sox using Strat-o-Matic baseball. Those of you who follow my channel know that I played the 1978 Strat-o-Matic season, which was not too successful, unfortunately, for the Red Sox. They finished a little bit worse, I think, than they actually did in the season, the actual season. So I was looking for another season to do, and right behind it, just before it, was the 1977 season, which I often overlooked, but I know there's a lot of you guys out there, Red Sox fan and others, that like the 1977 season. So I took a look at it and decided to purchase it, and that season was also pretty close. The New York Yankees finished first with a 162 record, with the Orioles and Red Sox 2.5 games behind at 97 and 64. So they didn't play one game because it really didn't matter, I guess. But that was the year of the expansion teams, the Toronto Blue Jays and the Oakland Athletics. And the Seattle Mariners. The Oakland Athletics actually finished worse than the Seattle Mariners by a half game. Surprisingly, considering they were not an expansion team. And that was the year that the New York Yankees beat the Dodgers in 6 games in the World Series. And the Yankees beat the Royals in the American League Championship 3-2. That's when they just did the American League Championship. But anyway, I decided to play that 1977 Strat-o-Matic season in honor of Mr. Brodie also, who joined me in the other one. Those of you who know, Mr. Brodie passed away a couple years ago. But anyway, he would have wanted to be here for this one right here. So we picked up the Strat-o-Matic baseball season of last year's, the new one. Not the one coming up, obviously. But we picked it up and purchased the 1977 season. So here we go. Let's, as you can see, the 1978 season isn't here yet, so I have to activate it from Strat-o-Matic, but I do have it, obviously. But anyway, without further ado, let's get going here. So the first game is going to be against the Cleveland Indians at Fenway. And this is a game, I'm not sure the exact date of it. I'll find out in a second, as I do have Baseball Reference open. But without further ado, let's play some ball here. Alright, let's play ball. I'm not sure if you guys could hear it. I think I can enable computer sounds, but I might not have. So I just let the national anthem play. But anyway, let's check the schedule here. So this is a game, let's see here. So the Red Sox again finished 97 and 64, managed by Don Zimmer, of course. And let me check the results here. Let's get the box score up. So this is a game from Thursday, April 7th. And they did begin the season at Fenway. And in actuality, they did lose this game. So hopefully, by a score of 5-4. So hopefully we can reverse that and have a better even better season than they did. And the goal is to get to the World Series. Well, at least to the championship game anyway. All right. So your starting lineup for the Cleveland Indians is going to be Rick Manning at center field. Dwayne Kuiper is the second baseman, batting second. Batting third is the right fielder, Jim Norris. Rico Cardi is the DH, batting cleanup. Andre Thornton will bat fifth and play first. Bill Melton is the third baseman batting sixth. Buddy Bell, the left fielder, hits seventh. Ray Fosse is behind the plate batting eighth. And the future Red Sox, Frank Duffy, will hit ninth. I believe it's Dennis Eckersley on the mound for the Red Sox, which he will join them next year. And for the Red Sox, it's going to be Fergie Jenkins will be on the hill. This will be his last season with the Red Sox. The left fielder behind him is going to be the left fielder Jim Rice. In center is Dwight Evans, and in right, Yastrzemski. So kind of a strange lineup out there with Evans playing center, not right. I'm not sure. I think maybe, possibly, Freddie Lynn was probably injured at the beginning of the season. That's my guess. Yeah, because it doesn't look like, because Bernie Carbo is the DH, so I'm guessing that's the case. The infield is the notorious Butch Hobson. He actually has a pretty good rating, error rating anyway, not as bad as he did in 78 at third, so hopefully he'll have a little better defensive rating there. Shortstop is the Rooster Rick Burleson. Denny Doyle is the second baseman, and George Scott, which I believe this is his last year with the Red Sox, at first. Or did he play next year? Did he play next year? He might have. I can't remember now. It's been a while. No, I think he might have played the next year. But he did not have a good year. As good a year. In 78. Let me just check it here. Yeah, he did play with the Red Sox 78, of course. And 79. But did not have his... But this is his, I think, his best year, probably, with the Red Sox. In his second stint with the Red Sox. Yeah. Yeah, he did have a good season. He hit 33 home runs, and as you'll see. Okay, so alright, so let me go back here. Alright, so, and Carlton Fisk behind the plate. Very good ratings there, defensive ratings anyway. And the Red Sox overall, a very good defensive team. Yastrzemski getting a little older, so his range isn't quite as much, but, so yeah, Evans with that awesome arm in center. Okay, so without further ado, let's get the game started. I haven't uploaded any pictures or anything yet. I may do so as the season goes on. But again, I just purchased this. So you'll probably see this rearranged and everything too. But wanted to get this started here on December 9th of 2024. So, alright, so without further ado, let's get started. So Fergie Jenkins on the hill. He comes in with he had a 10-10 record for the season with a 3.68 earned run average. 193 innings pitched, 190 hits, 36 walks, and 105 strikeouts. And he did surrender 30 home runs. So susceptible to the long ball. So, all right, so Rick Manning steps in. Rick Manning comes in hitting .226. 252 at-bats, 7 doubles, 3 triples, 5 homers, 18 runs batted in. Alright, so let's see what happens here. So it's going to be on the fourth column here. On the pitcher card. And that's going to be a walk, so not a good start for the Red Sox. As Jenkins walks the first batter. Alright, batting second now is going to be Dwayne Kuiper. Dwayne Kuiper hit .277 with a homer and 50 runs batted in 610 at-bats, so not much power here. Manning gets the lead, being held on by Scott. And it's going to be on the pitcher card 5. And that's going to be a base hit. Rice will field it and hold Manning at second. So first 2 runners on for the Indians, so not a good start for the Red Sox. First and second. And as you can see, that's not Fenway Park behind there. I did not load the ballparks either, so that'll be something I'll probably load to later. Again, been a while since we played a Strat game. Alright, so this is the advanced game, of course, being the PC version. Alright, so first 2 runners on for Jim Norris. Jim Norris, the right fielder, hit .270 with 2 homers, 37 runs batted in, 440 at-bats. Runners get their leads. Jenkins kicks and delivers. It's going to be on the 2 column. And that's going to be a strikeout. So just what the doctor ordered. So the first out is recorded by Jenkins with a strikeout. Next up will be the Rico Carty. Rico Carty hit .280 with 15 homers, 80 runs batted in, 461 at bats. Runners get their leads. Here's the windup and the pitch. It's going to be off the 3 column. And that's going to be a walk. That was the column to hit, but unfortunately it is a walk, so that will load the bases with 1 out for the dangerous Andre Thornton. So Andre Thornton could put a 4 spot on the board really quickly here. He hit 28 homers in 1977. Hit .263 with 70 runs batted in also. The Red Sox need an out. Double play would be nice. So here's the windup and the pitch. Oh, good. That's not the column to be on right there. The 1 column for Andre Thornton. And that's going to be a base hit. And are we going to throw for the lead runner? Or we're not going to throw for the lead runner because we're going to stop the other runners from advancing. Try to minimize the damage. And that's a 2-run single for Andre Thornton. And the Indians are up 2-0 really quick here. So not a good start for the Red Sox and Jenkins. Okay, so that'll bring up the third baseman, Bill Melton, batting 6th. He hit .241 with no homers and 14 runs batted in, just 133 at-bats. And off the 4 column, and that's going to be a fly ball to center. Evans with a 2 range in center. And looks like he'll handle that one. Runners will hold. So 2 down now, 2 runs in. And it'll be the number 7 hitter, Buddy Bell. Buddy Bell hit .292, 11 homers, 64 runs batted in, and 479 at-bats. Here's a windup in the pitch off the 6th column. Ground ball to short. Burleson has 2 range. I think he had a 1 range possibly in 78, but 77 he has a 2 range. Ooh, it's a grounder to him, and he almost boots it, but is able to handle it. And goes a short way to Doyle. Looks like. No, over to Scott. And that will do it. But the Indians put up a 2 spot, and it's Indians 2, Red Sox coming up. Sorry. Yes, I keep looking at Eckersley and thinking it's the Red Sox there. So Eckersley will be on the hill for the Indians in his last season with Cleveland as a starter. Well, as anything, but he was a starter back then. So 14-13 with a .353 earned run average, 247 innings pitched, 214 hits allowed, 54 walks, 191 strikeouts, and he is susceptible to the long ball, giving up 31 dingers. So for the Red Sox, their lineup is going to be Rick Burleson will hit first. Denny Doyle, the second baseman, hits second. Jim Rice is in left, batting third. Kyle Yastrzemski will hit cleanup. George Scott will bat fifth and play first. Bernie Carbo is the DH, bat seventh, and I think no, he's with them next year. Anyway, Dwight Evans will hit seventh and play center. Still weird to see him at center. Colin Fisk behind the plate hits eighth, and Butch Hobson, the third baseman, will hit ninth. So a lot of power in the Red Sox lineup there. All right, so for the Indians, behind Eckersley, it's going to be Bell in left, Manning in center, and Norris in right. The infield is going to be Melton, Duffy at short, Kuiper at second, and Thornton at first, and Ray Fosse behind the plate. Indians with a pretty good defense, except for Eckersley, who has just a 5 range. But everybody else is a 3-2-1, Manning the best in center at a range of 1. And just an error of and a -1. E5 -1. So with a good arm and low error rating. The most error prone there is going to be Duffy. It looks like it's Melton at third and Duffy at short. All right. So Fosse behind the plate too. I think I said that. Okay, so Eckersley will deal to Burleson. Burleson comes in hitting 293 for the hit 293 for the season. 3 homers, 52 runs batted in 663 at bats. Here's the windup in the pitch. It's going to be off the 4 column, the one you don't want to be on for Eckersley. Actually, Eckersley's card is pretty nasty overall, but he does give up some extra base hits, as you can see. And that will be a strikeout. So not a good start for the Red Sox. All right, next up will be the second baseman, Denny Doyle, hit just 240 with 2 homers, 49 runs batted in. And that's going to be a pop up to second, Kuiper under it, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. So 2 up and 2 down for the Red Sox here in the first. It will bring up Jim Rice. Jim Rice had a great season, not quite as good as the 78 season, but a good season overall with 39 homers and 114 runs batted in. Also hit 320. Hit 15 triples too, so and 29 doubles, so he does hit a lot of extra base hits there, as you can see. So let's see what Rice can do. We want to be on the 2 column for Rice. And we're on the 1 column, which isn't too bad. See what we can do. And that will be a swinging strikeout. So Eckersley gets 2 strikeouts, and the Red Sox go down in order in the first. So after 1, 2-0 Tribe. All right. So it'll be Fosse, Duffy, and then the top of the order Manning against Jenkins here in the second. Jenkins already up to 29 pitches. Here's the windup in the pitch, and we didn't give Fosse's stats. That's okay. All right, so we're on the 6th column, and that's going to be another base hit. So Ray Fosse hit 276 with 6 homers, and he gets a base hit. So the Red Sox will bring the corners in. Hobson and Scott in on the grass, expecting a bunt from Duffy. Duffy hit just 201 with 4 homers and 31 runs batted in. So let's see what happens here. Fosse gets the lead. And yeah, he's going to drop down a bunt. And it's fielded by Jenkins. Looks at second, but goes to first. So runner in scoring position now with 1 down here in the second for Rick Manning, top of the order. Manning 0 for 1 with a run scored. And that's going to be a walk, so he walks again. Actually, no, he didn't walk last time, did he? Did he walk again? I thought he walked the first time. Maybe not. Anyway. So it'll be first and second with 1 down for Dwayne Kuiper. Dwayne Kuiper, I think, walked in the... Yeah. No, he's 1 for 1. No, he got a base hit. 1 for 1 with a run scored. So Fisk will go out to talk to Jenkins. Goes back behind the plate. Here's the windup in the pitch. Red Sox looking for a double play here. And do not. They get a base hit. Doyle cannot get to it. And Fosse will hold that third. With just 1 down. The bases loaded again as they were in the first. For Jim Norris. And that's going to be a ground ball back to Jenkins. Jenkins at 2 range. Ooh, he's got a lot of errors there. Yep. And Jenkins will commit an error. Not good for the Red Sox. He boots it. As a throw pulled Scott off the bag. And that'll bring home a run. So it's 3-0 Tribe now. Yes, 6 and 6 there for the Red Sox. I mean, for the last batter there. So Rico Cardi. Uh-oh, not a good. It's off his 1 column. Oh, my God. Enrico Cardi will hit a long ball. Going, and gone. A grand salami. So Fergie Jenkins has given up 7 runs in 1 inning. Wow, 1 1/3 inning, and I think that's going to be it for Jenkins, as he's going to have a short outing. He went 7.2 in the actual game, but it doesn't look like he's gonna go much further here. That was the sound there to take Jenkins out, I guess. But we're gonna give him one more batter here. See what happens. So Andre Thornton, who had a 2-run single in the first, and that's gonna be a pop out. So I don't think all those runs will not be earned, as the Red Sox should have been out of it. So that's why he'll hold on there, because the Red Sox have committed an error there. I think it's four unearned runs there. So only 3 of those runs were earned. So we're going to leave Jenkins in, at least for the meantime, see how he does. So still only 2 out. Bob Melton up now. Melton 0 for 1. So not a good start for the Red Sox. They have a lot of catching up to do, but it's still early. And that's going to be hit to Hobson. He'll field it, and a soft liner. Yep. So that is it for the Indians, but they do score 5 more, and it's 7-0 as we head to the bottom of the second. So the Red Sox will send up Yastrzemski, Scott, and Carbo. Need to start chipping away here. All right, so Yastrzemski had a fairly good season. 28 homers, 102 runs batted in, hit .296. Probably one of his best seasons in his latter years. Probably one of the last of his good seasons. Let me just check and see here. I'm just kind of curious. I think that's probably his. I think he became. Yeah, he didn't hit that much after this. Let me see here. Let's see what we got here. Just kind of curious. Yeah, he did actually hit pretty well in 79 also. 79 was probably his last full season. Yeah. So alright, so he was okay after that for a while. Alright. So Yastrzemski hoping to start chipping away here. Comes to the plate. Eckersley with a 7-run cushion now. He only pitched 11. Had 11 pitches in the first inning. So here's the windup in the pitch off the 4 column. Don't want to be an Eckersley card there. So it's going to be, Rick Manning. You don't want to hit to him because he has a good range. Yeah, you're not going to do much with him there. So he'll make the catch for out number 1. So, all right, as you can see, we have some scores here. Seattle leads the California Angels 2-1. Toronto leads Chicago White Sox 2-0. The expansion Toronto Blue Jays. Milwaukee leads the Yankees 3-0. That's a good sign. And Kansas City Royals lead Detroit 4-1. And lastly, Texas leads Baltimore 3-0. All right, so next up will be the Boomer, George Scott. He hit .269 with 33 homers and 95 runs batted in. Eckersley, and they're on Eckersley's card again, but that's the column to be on if you want to be any of Eckersley's. But not that result, as that will be a swinging strikeout. So 2 outs and nobody on for Bernie Carbo, .289 hitter with 15 homers, 34 runs batted in, and 228 plate appearances. At-bats, sorry. Oh, and that is a good column. He does walk a lot, so hopefully we can get a walk here. We do. So, Carbo will be the Red Sox first base runner. That'll bring up Dewey Evans. Evans playing center field today. Evans hit .287 with 14 homers and 36 runs batted in. Carbo gets his lead. Thornton will hold him on. And it's going to be off the 6th column, and that's going to be a ground ball to Duffy. Hope we can get an error here. Nope. Duffy will handle it. Over to first, and that will do it for the Red Sox here in the 2nd. So nothing doing for the Red Sox, but they do get a base runner, and it'd be 7-0 as we head to the 3rd. So it'll be the bottom 3rd of the order. Bell, Fossey, and Duffy up for the Indians with a comfortable lead here. Jenkins on a short lease now. Oh, it's going to be off the 3 column for Bell. Bell 0 for 1 on the day. And that's going to be a base hit. So things continue not to go well for Jenkins, as Zimmer is walking around in the dugout there, contemplating calling that bullpen. Probably the next base runner he will. And that's going to be a fly ball to left. Rice is under it. He'll make the catch. Bell back to first. So 1 down and 1 on for Frank Duffy. Duffy sacrificed his first time up. And let's see what happens here. Oh, that's not good. Rice is going back. He can't get to it. That's going to go all the way to the wall. Red Sox have no choice but to try to throw for the lead runner here. Down by 7. And will not be in time. As Joe Nosek sends the runner home. So that's going to be 8-0. And I think that's going to be it for Zimmer has seen enough. So let's see, who are they going to bring in? Bill Campbell came in and had a blown save, but it's a little too early for him to come in. So let's see what we're going to do here. So we're going to bring in... Oh boy. This bullpen's a little bit better, I guess, than the 78 season, but not really. Ah, man. Oh boy. Oh God. I don't know who I'm going to bring in here. I'm trying to think of who we can bring in here. Stanley for some long relief here. He did have 151 innings pitched. I guess we're going to bring in Bob Stanley. Yay. So Bob Stanley is going to come in. We all know how much I love to bring in Bob Stanley. Alright, so Bob Stanley comes in. He'll be facing Rick Manning with Duffy at 2nd and 1 down. So Bob Stanley comes in. He had a .399 earned run average with an 8-7 record and 3 saves. Not as good as his 78 season, but as he was not the closer, I believe Campbell was the closer. So here we go. Rick Manning steps to the plate. He's scored 2 runs already. I think he's walked both times. Oh God! And now he's on the 3 column here. Here we go. And he'll walk again. So he walks for the 3rd time. So it'll put runners on 1st and 2nd. Stanley's strategy there was to set up for the double play, I guess. Already getting bad feelings about this Red Sox bullpen here. And this Red Sox team so far. So anyway, Dwayne Kuiper up there now. Kuiper is 2 for 2 with 2 runs. Oh, it's going to be off the 2 column. And that's not good. That's a base hit. Are they going to send Duffy? Nope. They'll hold Duffy at 3rd. So bases loaded now once again. So bases have been loaded in the 1st, 2nd, and now here in the 3rd inning. Jim Norris 0 for 2 with a run scored. Red Sox need a double play. And it's going to be off Stanley's 5 column. Oh, God. That's a base hit. So they go station to station, and it's now 9-0. Rico Cardi doesn't get any easier. Rico Cardi hit a home run his last time up, his only time up. All right, off his 2 column. Oh, thankfully they get this good split there, and he lines out to Hobson for out number 2. Andre Thornton up there now. Last time up, well, his only time, well, he's 1 for 2. He hit a 2-run single his first at bat. And Stanley gets him looking for out number 3, so minimizes the damage, I guess. And it's 9-0 Cleveland as we head to the bottom of the 3rd. Red Sox will send up Fisk, Hobson, and then top of the order Burleson against Eckersley, who now has a even more comfortable 9-0 lead. So not a good way to start the 77 season. It's off the 3 column. Ooh, and that's going to be good. So Fisk gets into one, sends it over Manning's head, goes all the way to the wall. And no. No. Down 9 runs. Fisk will hold at second. That'll bring up Hobson. And we didn't say Fisk's numbers. Fisk hit 315 with 26 home runs. Hobson had a good year, especially being the number 9 hitter now. He hit 265 with 30 homers and 112 runs batted in. Off the 6th column, that's going to be a ground ball to short. He'll look Fisk back. And over to first for out number 1. So I bring up top of the order Burleson, 0 for 1. Fisk gets his lead. And that's going to be a base hit. Oh boy. Oh, we can't send him. No, we're down too much. We're going to hold the runners as much as we'd like to. So I'll put runners at the corners for Denny Doyle, 0 for 1. Oh, we need a 10 here. Yes, and we do get it. So it gets through past Duffy. First can try for 3rd. Nope, they're gonna hold him. The Red Sox do get on the board as Fisk comes home with a 9-1 lead now with Cleveland. So 1st and 2nd, Jim Rice. Come on, Jim Ed. Oh, 5 or 6 now we need. 5 would be good. It's a 4, and he strikes out swinging. So that would have been nice. He could have brought him a lot closer, but no, nothing doing. So Yastrzemski, though, is up now with 2 down. Yastrzemski 0 for 1. Runners get their leads. And Yastrzemski will strike out too, so back-to-back strikeouts for Eckersley. Gets him out of the jam there. Mini jam. And Red Sox are able to score just 1. 9-1 as we head to the 4th. Alright, Stanley will face Melton, Bell, and Fosse if anybody gets on Duffy. Melton 0 for 2 on the day. And that's going to be a line out to Doyle for out number 1. Red Sox need a 1-2-3 inning now. Buddy Bell up there now. Bell 1 for 2 with a run scored. Ground ball to short. Burleson has it. Over to first for out number 2. So 2 up and 2 down for the Indians. So let's take a look at some scores. The Angels and Mariners are tied 2-2. Toronto leads Chicago 3-1. Yankees get a run in the board 3-1 now. Milwaukee. Kansas City ups their lead on Detroit 7-3. And Texas leads Baltimore, I believe, still 3-0. Okay, Ray Fosse up now 1 for 2 with a run scored. And this doesn't look good for a 1-2-3 here. And they will not get it as it gets through past Burleson and Hobson. Rice gets it back. So Fosse with a base hit. Frank Duffy 1-for-1 with a double. And that should do it. Fly ball to Yastrzemski in right. He's under it. And he'll make the catch to retire the side. So finally the Indians do not score. And it remains 9-1 as we head to the bottom of the fourth. Red Sox will send Scott, Carbo, and Evans if anybody gets on Fisk. Scott 0-for-1 on the day. And that's going to be a fly ball to right. Norris is under it, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. Carbo up there now. He walked his first time up. And that'll be a fly ball to Bell. Bell only has a range of 3. And he'll make the catch for out number 2. So 2 up and 2 down for the Red Sox here in the fourth. Down by 8. Alright, Dwight Evans up there now, 0-for-1. Make that 0-for-2 as he'll strike out looking. So nothing doing for the Red Sox in the fourth. Remains 9-1 Cleveland. So Rick Manning up there. Scott and Hobson in on the grass, expecting Manning to bunt. Nope, instead it's ground ball to second. And Manning is retired for out number 1. Kuiper up there now. Kuiper's having a great day. 3-for-3 with 2 runs scored. And they'll finally get him as Stanley fields it. Flips it to Scott for out number 2. So will the Red Sox get a 1-2-3 inning now? We'll see. So Jim Norris 1-for-3 with an RBI. And they do, as Stanley gets a called strike 3. And that'll be it for Cleveland. As we head to the home half of the fifth, halfway through, 9-1 Indians. Fisk up first. He doubled his first time up and came around the score. And that's going to be a base hit straight up the middle. So Fisk is 2-for-2. He'll be held on. Hobson 0-for-1 up now. Oh, and that was a mistake pitch there. Hobson hits it deep, 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 and over the green monster and gone. So Red Sox needed that. So Hobson with the first Red Sox home run of the year. And that'll make it a 9-3 game now. So the Red Sox chip away a little bit here. Burleson up there now. Still nobody out. Eckersley shakes that one off. And that's going to be a fly ball to center. Manning will be under it, and he'll make the catch. So Denny Doyle up there now, 1-for-2 with an RBI. And that's also going to be hit to center. Not very deep, and Manning will make his second catch of the inning. So Jim Rice up there now, 0-for-2. And he'll strike out once again. But the Red Sox do get 2 runs with Butch Hobson, 2-run homer. And that'll be 9-3. Red Sox trail by 6 as we head to the top of the 6th. Cleveland will send up Carty, Thornton, and Melton. Carty 1-for-2 with a homer. Stanley's still out there. 43 pitches. And it's a ground ball back to Stanley. Over to first. Out number 1. So Stanley was a little shaky when he first came in, but seems to have settled in quite nicely. Don't want to say too much about that. Andre Thornton up there now. He's 1-for-3 with a 2-run single. Oh, I knew I shouldn't have said that. And he'll walk. So 1 out and 1 on for Melton. Melton 0 for 3. Melton looking to get into the hit party here for Cleveland. And that's going to be a called strike 3. So Stanley now with, how many strikeouts is that? With 3 strikeouts, 2 walks. Buddy Bell 1 for 3 with a run scored. They throw over to first, Thornton being held close. And that's going to be a fly ball to left. Rice is under it, and he will make the catch to end the inning. So nothing doing for the Cleveland. Here in the 6th, Red Sox do have some action in the bullpen. Not sure exactly who it is, but they're stirring in the bullpen there. This might be the last inning for Stanley. So Yastrzemski comes to the plate. They'll send Yastrzemski, Scott, and Carbo. Yastrzemski 0 for 2 on the day against Eckersley. Eckersley up to 79 pitches. And that's going to be a ground ball to Kuiper. Fields it over to Thornton for out number 1. Next up, the boomer, George Scott. He hasn't been booming too much today. 0 for 2. That is his column now. And this time he'll get a hold of one. And he hits it just about the same spot as Carbo. And that's a home run, a solo homer for the boomer. As the Fenway fans are starting to get into it a little bit here. Red Sox showing some life the last 2 innings. 9-4 now. Red Sox still down by 5, but they're chipping away. Carbo up there now 0 for 1 with a walk. And that's going to be a base hit up the middle. So there is some action in the bullpen for Cleveland. They started some stirring. So Carbo at first with a 1 down for Dwight Evans. Oh, that's his column there. Could it be a home run? No, it's going to be a double play. Close there. Needed a 6 roll, a 6 or a 9, and got a 7. So that will end the inning. But the Red Sox chip away and get another run. So 9-4 now. Stanley doing a good job at holding the lead. We're going to let him at least start this inning, see what happens. So Ray Fosse 2 for 3 with a run scored. Oh, and that's going to be a base hit. So I think that is going to be it. Yep. I think that's going to be it. Do we do another bat? Yeah, we'll go one more here. Famous last words here. Uh-oh. He's going to bunt. Duffy. And successful sacrifice there, it looks like. Yep. So 1 out and a run in scoring position. And I think that is going to be it for... Yeah, that's going to be it for Stanley. Here comes Zimmer. So let's see who we're going to put in here. All right, so who's up to the plate now? It's going to be Rick Manning, huh? He's a lefty. So we get a bunch of lefties, so we're going to put a lefty in, I think. Tom House is going to come in. Tom House will come in. He was not on the Red Sox in '78. But did catch Hank Aaron's, I believe, 715th home run. Being a member of the Atlanta Braves. In the bullpen, he caught it. All right, so here we go. Tom House there. Okay, so Tom House, 464 earned run average, 5-5 record with 1 save, 97 innings pitched, 109 hits allowed. 25 walks, 45 strikeouts, and did surrender 12 homers. So runner in scoring position with 1 down. He'll face Rick Manning here. The lefty looks in for the sign, kicks and delivers. And that's going to be a ground ball to Burleson. Looks runner back to Fosse back to second. So 2 down now for Dwayne Kuiper. Kuiper 3 for 4 with 2 runs scored. And that will do it. So House stops the damage. So alright, let's take a look at the trivia question here. What player had the highest lifetime fielding average at first base with 996? I don't know. I'm going to guess John Olerud, but we'll see. Wes Parker of the Dodgers, 1960s and 70s, 996. So the trivia question answer is Wes Parker. All right, so home half of the seventh here, seventh inning stretch time here at Fenway. Although this doesn't show Fenway. Anyway, Eckersley's still on the hill. Looks like he's got 93 pitches, and that's his limit here. So this probably is going to be his last. So Fisk having a good day for the Red Sox, 2 for 2 with a double. Red Sox down by 5. Can they come back? 6 column, and that's a strikeout. So he strikes out swinging for out number 1. Butch Hobson 1 for 2 with a home run, 2-run homer. And it won't be a home run this time. But it is hit to center. Not the place you really want to hit it. Against most fielders, that would have been a hit. But it is not, as he has a range of 1. So Hobson is retired for out number 2. So 2 down in the 7th. Red Sox running out of time here. Rick Burleson 1 for 3. Oh, can Burleson do something here? No, it's a 7. That's going to be a ground ball to short. Just about anything else except for a 4 would have been good, but Red Sox go in order in the 7th, so we head to the 8th. House will at least face Jim Norris here, being a lefty. There is action in the Red Sox bullpen. It's going to be a ground ball. Ooh. I think we'll leave him in. We'll try against Carty here. Let's see what happens. There's a lot of bad stuff there, but we're going to try it anyway. Let's see what happens. Here's the windup in the pitch. And that's going to be a fly ball to left. So House doing a good job here. His second inning of relief. Here in the top of the 8th. Andre Thornton 1 for 3 with 2 runs batted. Okay. And that's going to be a base hit. So Melton 0 for 4 up there now. He'll face House. Oh, goodness. Here we go. Oh, thankfully it's a 9. And that's a ground ball to Hobson. He's up with it. Over to first. Gets him to retire the side. So Red Sox down by 5. Only 6 outs left to go. Eckersley back out there. Up to 100 pitches now. Eckersley has allowed 4 runs to the Red Sox. His future team. So Denny Doyle 1 for 3 of the run batted in. He'll line out the Thornton for out number 1. So Jim Rice having a quiet day. I know he's at least struck out twice. I believe struck out twice. At least once, I know that. I think twice, possibly. So Jim Rice up there now. And that's going to be a ground ball back to Eckersley. Eckersley does not have a good range here. So can he handle it? He does handle it. And he'll make the out. So 2 up and 2 down for the Red Sox. Time running out. Yastrzemski, quiet day for him. 0 for 3 also. And it's going to be to Manning. And that's almost an automatic out there. Yep. So the Red Sox are going order in the 8th. So looks like the Red Sox are going to put in a new pitcher here. So Tom House has done his job. Actually, no, he can go another inning. We're gonna let him go another inning here. He can pitch up to 47 pitches here. He's only had 17, so he's been very economical in his 2 innings of work. Just 17 pitches. All right, so he'll face bottom third of the order: Bell, Fossey, and Duffy. Bell 1 for 4, the run scored, and that's gonna be a base hit. Zimmer decides to let him stay in there. Fossey 3 for 4. That's going to be a ground ball to Hobson. Over to second for 1. That's all they'll get. So 1 down now for Frank Duffy. That's a ground ball. Looks like they're going to Duffy flips, rips the bounce to Scott. Second for the force. The return throw is not in time. So 2 outs now. Duffy at first for Rick Manning. So range play for Denny Doyle here. He gets it, and he will make the out over to first. So Cleveland shut out after the first 3, but they did score 9 in the first 3 innings, so that was the killer there. So the Red Sox need 5 to tie and 6 to win. 9 to at least send it into extra innings here. So Eckersley looking for the complete game here. George Scott hit a home run. He's 1 for 3 on the day. That's going to be a ground ball to Duffy. And he'll make the out over to first. 1 down here in the 9th. The Red Sox down to the last 2 outs. Bernie Carbo 1 for 2 with a walk. And come on, walk. Yes. That's the walk column for Carbo. So, do we put in I think we're going to put in a pinch runner here. So, let's see here. So, yeah, Lynn isn't even available, so he must have been on the DL. So, I think we're going to bring in Steve Dillard, possibly. Is Steve Dillard faster, though? Let me check here. Running is 1 to 15, so yeah, he is faster. So, we're going to bring in Steve Dillard to pinch run for Carbo. Yeah, so Steve Dillard comes in to pinch run for Carbo. Evans up there now. Evans 0 for 3 on the day. Eckersley's still out there. Can we get another walk here, possibly? Yes, we do. So the Red Sox with 1 out and runners on first and second. For Fisk. Fisk has had a good day, 2 for 3. Red Sox need to concentrate just one batter at a time. Can Fisk keep it going for the Red Sox? Just 1 out here. Oh, and it's anything but a 9 and a 2 is good for Fisk. And that's going to be a double. That's going to be hit into the gap. I mean, down the line. Dillard will score. Are they going to send Evans? We cannot send Evans. 70%. No, we got to hold him. So 1 run comes across. 9-5 now. Red Sox not dead yet. A home run would pull the Red Sox within 1 here. Hobson already has a home run on the day. Are they going to leave Eckersley in? Let's see. He's up to 131 pitches. Hobson 1 for 3 with a homer on the day. Let's see what happens here. Evans and Fisk get their lead. And that will be it for Eckersley. As their closer, Jim Kern. So at least the Red Sox get to the closer. So the tying run is on deck. So this is a save situation for Kern. The Red Sox have come all the way back here. Can they do it? Can they send this game at least into extra innings? We shall see. So Kern, pretty tough out. Pretty tough pitcher there. Jim Kern, 8-10 with 18 saves, 3.42 ERA, 92 innings pitched, 85 hits allowed, 91 strikeouts in those 92 innings with 47 walks. So let's see what Hobson can do here. Here's the windup and the pitch. Oh, that's not the column to be on. You wanted the 2 column for Hobson, but can we get at least a 4, 11, or 12 is what we need. And he hits a 12! And Hobson gets a hold of one here. Mistake pitch by Kern, and that is going to be a home run. A 3-run homer. And it's now 9-8. Wow. Fenway fans are going nuts here. 9-8. So the Red Sox have come all the way back from a 9-0 deficit to make it 9-8. Wow. What are the Red Sox going to do here? Are they going to leave Burleson in there? Let's see who they have on the bench. At least we know we don't have Bob Bailey this year. Wow. So what do we do here? Oh, God, that bench is not good. What's Darwin here? Oh, he stinks. They do not have much power on the bench. I think I might have used their power guy, Steve Dillon. He doesn't have a lot, but... Oh, my goodness. Oh, did I make a mistake there? No? Well, Burleson's probably got the most power there. We'll leave Coleman. No, he stinks. Montgomery Miller. No power on the bench. Definitely not. But that's okay. All right, Rick Burleson. Just get on base there, Burleson. Burleson does have some pop here. Burleson did hit. He only hit 3 home runs, so we'll see what happens here. So we want the 3 column here. 3 column or possibly the 6 column, but 3 column or 6 column. 1 down here. Bases cleared. Red Sox just down by 1 here. So Kern shaken up there a little bit by that 3-1 bomb by that on the 12 roll for Hobson. Let's see what can happen here. Exciting things here at Fenway. Burleson steps into the box. Kern looks for the sign from Fosse. Shakes him off. Finds what he likes. Here we go. It's going to be the 1 column. And it's a walk. So the Red Sox have the tying run on now. Oh, Denny Doyle. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Are we going to take Doyle out is the question. Doyle 240, 2 homers, 40. Oh, my goodness. I think we are. Do we bring Rick Miller in to pinch at 254? Montgomery only had 40 at-bats, but he did hit 300. Oh, boy. Coleman, 0. Did not even get a 222. And Doug Griffin. Oh, my God, their bench is horrible. I think their bench is worse than the 78 bench. Miller, Montgomery. Do we have somebody to play second? I think we do, because I think Steve Dillard can play second. So we're going to bring in Monty to... And we had 40 at bats, but we're gonna check. Let me check and see who actually played in this game. But I think we might bring Monty in because he is on the roster, and if he didn't get brought in, maybe it was just because the situation just didn't call for it. Okay, Rick Miller came in as a pinch runner and Doug Griffin as a pinch hitter. Well, Doug Griffin is definitely a no-no. He was 0 for 6 on the season. And Rick Miller, 254. It's righty. Let's see, what is... Yeah, Steve Dill didn't have much pop anyway, so... Not too worried about that. What is Denny Doyle against? He is 1 righty. And Rick Miller's a 4 righty. So I'm going to bring in Rick Miller. Yeah, we're going to pinch hit Rick Miller because he pinch ran. Okay, we're going to bring in Rick Miller to hit for Denny Doyle. Okay, there you go. All right. So Rick Miller is going to come in and pinch hit for Denny Doyle. Rick Miller, 254 hitter. 189 at bat. So here we go. Known primarily for his defense. Let's see what happens here. Kern looks in for the sign. Looks at the runner. Here's the windup and the pitch. It's on the 5 column. That could be good. And that's going to be a base hit. And nope, we're going to play it safe. Hold our runners. So runners on first and second now. So the winning run is on first now. Can you believe it for Jim Ed Rice? A time to redeem himself now. Can he do it? He's 0 for 4 on the day. Nobody warming in the Cleveland bullpen. That's it. It's Kern's game to win or lose here. He is their closer. Fans on their seats here at Fenway. Can Jim Rice deliver here? 0 for 4 on the day. Here's the windup and the pitch. Oh, it's the column you want to be on. The 2 column. And that's going to be a base hit. Man on second can try to score. Oh, my God. I think we're going to try it here. We're going to try it because we don't know what's going to happen after this. 60% chance here. If he does make the out, we still have another chance here. So we're going to send the runner. And it will score. No, he's out at home. I'm sorry. He's out at home. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. A close play, but he's out at home. So still Red Sox still with a chance here. Oh, my goodness. So Yastrzemski 0 for 4 on the day, too. Oh, my goodness. Here we go. Are they going to walk Yastrzemski is the case? Yes, they will. So that will load the bases. So high drama here at Fenway. Oh, my goodness. So George Scott 1 for 4 with a homer. As Fosse goes out to the mound. Oh, my goodness. Let's see what's going to happen here now. High drama here. Will George Scott be the hero, or will the Red Sox fans go home sad? Let's see what happens here. Oh, does not look good here. And that's going to be a fly ball to center. It's going, and caught by Manning. Oh, my goodness. So, wow. High drama here in Fenway. The Red Sox score 4 in the bottom of the ninth, but it's not quite enough. Once again, a controversial sending the runner home. But who knows what could have happened with the Red Sox gamble and come up short here. So, if anything, this is going to be an exciting season here. Red Sox down 9-0. Make it a close one. 9-8. Almost coming through, but basically a stab in the heart to Red Sox fans as they fall 9-8. Wow. So I think this is going to be a good choice for a season here. They did lose this game in actuality, so we're still on the same pace, but it would have been nice to come from behind from this one. That would have been some good motivation there. But anyway, let's get the box score quickly. Not sure if you guys can see the box score here. But I'll go through it quickly. Yeah, you probably should. Alright, so the hero of the day is going to be, oh my goodness, probably Rico Cardi with a grand slam there. Could have been Rice, could have been Yastrzemski, could have been Scott, but it is none of them as the Red Sox fall. Red Sox box score still doesn't look too good, though. Nobody would, although Fisk was the Red Sox player of the game 3 for 4, but the player of the game definitely I think is Rico Cardi. Eckersley gave up 7 runs, but still gets the victory. And Jim Kern, surprisingly, lets up 3 hits, but still gets the save. Pretty weak save there, but still a save. They withstand it. So Eckersley, 8 1/3 innings, 8 hits, 7 runs. All of them earned. 3 walks, 8 strikeouts, 2 home runs allowed. To Carbo and to Hobson and to Scott. Jim Kern, 2/3 of innings, 3 hits allowed, 1 run, 1 earned, 2 walks, no strikeouts, 1 home run allowed. Fergie Jenkins takes the loss. Went just 2 1/3 innings, 7 hits, 9 runs, 8 earned, 3 walks, 1 strikeout, 1 homer. Bob Stanley pitched well. He did let up a couple hits when he first came in, but 4 innings overall, 4 innings pitched, 4 hits, no runs allowed, no earned runs, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. So he pitched well overall. And Tom House came in and pitched well too. 2 2/3 innings, 2 hits allowed. So the Red Sox bullpen holds them, but was not enough. As the Red Sox and home runs by Rico Cardi. His first, of course, George Scott and Butch Hobson. his first. I'm sorry, he hit 2 home runs. Did he hit 2 home runs? I think so. Did he hit 2 home runs? Yes, he did hit 2 home runs. I'm sorry. Yeah, Butch Hobson hit 2 home runs. That's right. He hit 1 in the bottom of the 9th, too. So Butch Hobson was almost the hero there. He would have been player of the game if the Red Sox would have come through. He did 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored and 5 ribbies. So Butch Hobson, batting the 9th hitter, wow, high drama. I still can't get over it. But anyway, that's the start for the Red Sox 77 season. So definitely, we're going to be playing the whole season there. So hopefully the Red Sox can do well. If anything else, it's going to be a high drama, just like this game, today's game. So thank you for joining me. It's been Eric from Higher Ground Gaming, and we'll see you in Game 2 with the Red Sox and the Indians. So 1977 Strat-o-Matic season. So take care and God bless. Bye-bye now.